time now to welcome our next guest, Zuzer Lucknowala, who's the CEO and chairman of Party Cruisers. The company reported its earnings recently. Now, Mr. Zuzer, before we talk about the wedding market going ahead and the season that's going to come, let's first take a look at your results. Could you take me through the key highlights for your Q4 numbers and what stood out in these earnings?
One of the key points for the 4 quarters for March 25 closure was the fact that our growth rate in terms of top line revenue was almost by 83%, which is a fantastic achievement. To give you figures, last year we did 63 crores, this year it's 117 crores. So the growth rate is 83%. That is one of the key highlights. And the important thing is we crossed the key magical mark 100 crores. That was very important.
Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Lucknowala. But help us with the growth prospects for FY26 as well and beyond. How do you see the company growing?
So as we speak, we've already, metro cities are a little bit saturated with the competition. We're trying to get inroads into two-tier cities. So we've kind of sign-sealed properties, offices in Hyderabad, Rajasthan, Orissa, Bangalore. We have a plan in India to reach 10 offices, especially two-tier cities by September, 10 cities in September. We also have a head office in Dubai, which is a Middle East head office. And we're looking to make inroads in countries like Oman, Saudi, Bahrain, Doha, Sharjah, to capture the market, Indian market, the NRI market, essentially, which is really the main money spenders for the events and wedding business. And obviously, we're looking to even push the corporate brand Event Factory, which will look into MICE and off-site activities and other corporate events. This is one of the main focus that we have to grow the.
All right, Mr. Lucknowala, while you're looking to enter into new markets, let's also talk about the wedding segment particularly. Are you seeing any kind of particular opportunities in that segment? Any demographic tailwinds that you're seeing there?
So essentially, weddings was the domain of the Uber HNIs and the HNIs. But I think with the influx of money spending power, even upper middle income and middle income people have started spending substantially on weddings. And what we've done is we created a new brand a couple of years back called Vows Vachan, which essentially focuses and targets the upper middle income category of people, which means the market share of events and weddings for us is increasing from 5-10% to almost 70-80% of the market that really spends money on weddings.
Well, Mr. Lucknowala, yours is a seasonal business. Give us some sense that what are the other plans or rather the diversification strategy that the company works with in off-season. Could you shed some light here?
What we've also done is, weddings are very date-centric and it's in a patch, mainly between November to April, May. What we've done is we created ancillary brands which are supporting in terms of corporate brand called Event Factory. We have a brand called Venue Affairs that looks into booking hotels for corporates as well as for weddings. We have a posted brand which looks into digital performance. We have an artist management brand that we are developing. There's another brand called Party People that we are developing, which is essentially into birthday parties, Roka ceremonies, 25th anniversaries. Those are events which happen 365 days of the year. They don't have to be date-centric. We are hoping to push these brands to ensure that even off-season growth constantly happens, which does not hamper our top line and the bottom line. Overheads are fixed. So.
Okay. Mr. Lucknowala, let's also talk about your growth strategy going forward, especially when it comes to inorganic growth. How are you planning to make headway in that on that front?
Merger and acquisition is one of the key aspects that we're looking at to grow inorganically. But what we're trying to do in this whole merger and acquisition, we're trying to look at companies which are ancillary to our existing industry and company per se. So we're looking at PR agencies, we're looking at digital performance companies, we're looking at IP-related companies. So we're looking at ancillary-related companies that we can acquire 51% stake in the company. And I say 51% because it's only by acquisition of a 51% stake that we can have a consolidation in our holding company.
And lastly, Mr. Lucknowala, help us with your overall margin expansion strategy. What are your plans there?
So while we're trying to do a lot of things organically and through in-house production, but the challenge with that is it has its limited scalability. So we're working on an outsourcing model as well. But in the outsourcing model, obviously, our PAT margins are much lower. Our gross operating profit margins are much lower. But what it helps us is gives us scalability, and obviously helps us reduce economies of scale, which helps us reduce cost in such a way that we still manage to survive throughout the year, considering the fact that our business is very seasonal.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Lucknowala, for joining us after your Q4 earnings and helping us understand the roadmap going forward for Party Cruisers.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.